because they have those
She's
water
a
cars.
Boat. Welcome to man.
Sorry.
I mean, 15 minutes.
Take 2.
No, we leave it all in. Welcome to another episode of the Park Hopper Show with Paul and Jenna. And today we are talking about things to do at Disney that aren't the parks. Mm-hmm. So you're down in Orlando for your Disney vacation, and you say, "Hey, let's take a day off of it," because sometimes Disney vacation can seem like a full-time job, especially if you have your kids with you. You're lugging and dragging, they're crying, and they're having the time of their lives, but it's only because you're making them have the time of their lives. And sometimes it's nice to, Jenna likes to take a pool day.
Yes.
But outside of the pool, there are other fun things to do, and I would say the big one that always comes to mind is Disney Springs.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Please elaborate.
So I do always recommend a full day of no parks. In between, so there's 4 parks. So typically I'll do 2 parks, a pool day, 2 parks, or 2 pool, 3, however you want to do it. Because some people do 5 days in the parks.
I mean, some people do 6.
Some people do 6.
You can do 8.
So
12.
A lot of my trips you arrive, you fly in or you drive in.
This is your trips or people you plan?
Trips I plan.
Okay.
I don't recommend going to the park the day you get there because
mercy.
you have been driving or you've been flying. Either way, you are exhausted because you have done a lot already that day. And everyone just needs to chill and relax. So I usually plan either a pool or Disney Springs that night. Another full pool day in the middle of your trip. And then even the day you check out, if you've got a late flight or you're leaving later in the day, you can enjoy that morning as well, not rush to the park.
Right.
Okay, so that being said, if you have a free day like that, you obviously sitting by the pool is amazing, but it's also fun to go over to Disney Springs. Disney Springs is an outdoor shopping restaurant area that is free. Why are you laughing at me?
You took my whole introduction, and then you just said, "Just slide that over there. I've got my own introduction." Forget what he said.
I don't know. I just talk.
Somebody's calling you.
It's okay.
All right.
Probably my car warranty.
It's probably Mickey, and he's like, I liked Paul's intro better. But anyway, Disney Springs.
Okay, so Disney Springs is free. You do not have to have a ticket to get in. Anybody can go. You don't even have to be staying on property or anything like that. All of the resorts have a bus that will take you there. If you're staying at Saratoga Springs, you can take the boat over. Port Orleans has a boat, but they're not open. So you can take the boat over to Disney Springs. Tons of shopping. In one of our other episodes, we talked about dining, and I kind of randomly threw out the number 45. They have like 45 restaurants, and Paul was like, "Wow, they do."
I don't remember any of that, so that's fine.
You don't remember that? No. And I was like, well, not 45, but they have a lot. Well, I looked it up today. They have 72 restaurants.
I don't think that's correct, but it's got to be, because why would that be a thing?
Look it up.
Well, it's
so anyways, but not all.
I love it.
Some of them, you've got like Blaze, and you have like quick places. You have a donut shop. All of those.
The Everglazed donuts, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also an allergy-friendly dessert place with donuts and pastries and stuff. So that's always fun because you don't find that a lot.
They have a cupcake ATM that my children really want to do at the.
Oh, I forgot about that at Sprinkles. Sure. I think that's what it's called.
It's a cupcake ATM. I don't know, but
yeah.
You go in and boop, boop, boop. Ooh, it comes out and amazing.
A lot of the restaurants there will not require, but you'll want a reservation for because they are nicer and fill up faster. I just booked a couple, so they're going as a family, but grandma's going to keep the kids one night, and the couple is going, and there's like a little, it's called Enzo's Hideaway, I think, and it's a speakeasy. I didn't know they
Or a
had one. I
speakeasy.
just kind of. Have you ever been to a speakeasy?
You're saying it like it's a rapper. Speakeasy. What's up, speakeasy? I say speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy is also.
So it's set up like a hidden 1920s bar,
For the record, against. I think it's a dumb concept.
Oh, it's so fun.
People love it, and I say, oh.
We went to the one downtown at the Omni.
Yeah, I've been there.
Have you been there? Yeah. Okay. So,
because speakeasy should also have
bowling.
Bowling. It's like, we don't anybody know what's going on.
So there's one of those. There's an Irish pub we went to where they had Irish dancing and fried everything.
Yeah.
There is Italian, Mexican, steakhouses, all
genres of food. If you're gonna have 72
all kinds of food
restaurants, but let's not dwell on that. What else is there to do at Disney Springs? You can't eat 3 meals a day, maybe 4 if you're pushing it. So
okay, so
you can eat.
Shopping is a big deal. They do have one of the biggest Disney stores.
The World of Disney.
The World of Disney.
Yeah.
And
you got to hit the World of Disney.
They have everything in there, and a lot of what's trending right now is the Disney style. So
I don't know what that is.
Not your classic like Disney World T-shirts with the year on it.
Not the hoodie.
Not the blue hoodie, but like very stylish chic type things that have a little Disney magic on them.
I'm not aware of any of this.
There's a dress shop with like really fancy Disney dresses.
That's fun.
There's a Lego store. Everybody loves the Lego store.
We don't have them all now, but
we do have
the one at the mall is very. I don't know how it's happened since we've taken away the mask, but it was a very VIP. It seemed like it was like 5 people in at a time. Walk around and no one's buying a $12,000 Coliseum.
Oh my goodness!
But the Lego store is very cool, and they have the big dragon made of Legos in. So as an adult, it's like that's fun. But when I was little, I'd never seen a Lego thing built like that. It was real cool.
And they have don't they have the dragon out in the water?
Yeah, it's a Lego dragon in the water because it's life size. What a dragon would be,
That's so fun.
if dragons were not made up.
They have Rainforest Cafe, which is fun.
It has a volcano that erupts.
It does have a volcano. T-Rex restaurant is there. People love that.
Listen, the T-Rex restaurant.
I haven't been. I know.
So I like it because we talked about in the last episode, themed restaurants that are just over the top themed. And Rainforest Cafe, they have those lots of places. They have them in Nashville. They're owned by the same people that do the T-Rex. It's all like a big company that does that junk. But that Rainforest one's cool because it has the volcano outside. The T-Rex one is across from it, so it's even better because there's dinosaurs inside and you can see the volcano from the front while you're waiting to get in. But inside they have storms every now and then, and there's like the Ice Age section, and then there's like whatever other different sections of dinosaurs, and there's a big octopus for some reason above the bar.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't fit, but
that's funny.
They move around and stuff. A lot of them do. They're animatronics, so you walk through and it's like and my little kids went but it was super cool. We went as adults when we went a couple of years ago to that church conference, and we were like, where should we eat? And we were like, well, it's got to be here because if you're only here for one night, because we weren't there to do Disney stuff, it was like
you wanted a little theme.
It's ridiculous and magical, and they, that's one of them that's got the gift shop that gets you.
Yes.
Because, oh boy, dinosaurs and little kids and Disney, and you're going to walk out with something. But it's super fun.
But there's also a lot of like high-end shopping, not just Disney. Like,
I had not been in years.
A Kate Spade store, I think.
Well, so we're going to take it way back when I was little. When it was downtown Disney. Uh-huh. And they had it was like a carousel, and then some shops. They had what is that guy? Like a Thomas Kincaid Disney pictures, and it was like
they still have that, I think.
What is?
Yes.
If that's your thing, that's your thing. But it does not seem like.
I love those.
It doesn't seem.
I don't own any, but I do love them.
All right, so you're on vacation. And you're like, all right, down here in Florida, I've got my family. I need this.
That $600 print right there.
This canvas to go above, and then I guess I'm assuming if you're buying one of those, you could pay to ship it to your house. But it just seems like a weird thing to throw in. You're lugging it on the way. It was always very strange to me. Or they still have like a crystal like Cinderella's castle, and it's just like what?
Yeah, there's like a Swarovski, however you say it, the crystal
Close
place.
enough. I know what you're saying.
And they have all those like $1,000 little
thousands.
Yes,
it's madness. But so it used to just be that, and then, like I said, we had not been I hadn't been in like 15 years, and we shown up. We shown up.
We shown up.
The turnip truck stopped, and I got off the back, and I said, "See you later, Paul. I'm going to go to downtown Disney," and it was
Get
gone.
some sweet tea.
So they got rid of the nightclubs and Pleasure Island and all those things, and they put in like an upscale shopping mall area. Like that's how you fit. If you think, how many stores does my local mall have? This place has 72 restaurants.
Right.
So how many stores to make it not a giant food court with a clothing store here and there? Like it was madness of how big this
it really
place.
grew a lot.
It exploded. And so there's like a whole area that's, you wouldn't even know you were at Disney because it's like high end clothing. I mean, it's a high end shopping area, and then it just rolls into like fun family kid stuff and restaurants, and then the odors. I mean, it's a really neat thing to do, but it's not like we can go through and tell you all the different stuff that's going on there, but it's got a little bit of everything. I know, like at night, it's the kind of place that like
62.
Oh,
I thought that sounded 62 restaurants.
I mean, we
Still
are all
a lot.
over the place.
I am
What else we got? 100 shops.
100 shops, 62 restaurants, and 23 attraction or shows or events.
They have Cirque du Soleil. It's probably not going on right
It's
now.
coming back.
Yeah.
And that was something I wanted to talk about. They just announced it. It has a whole new theming that's like Disney animation. It looks really neat.
Well, I'll get
So they have not announced, and tickets aren't on sale yet, but I do have people waiting. That it just says coming soon.
Yeah.
So hopefully this summer or for the 50th. I think a lot of things are going to be coming out before October because of the 50th.
Yeah.
So that's one of them, Cirque du Soleil. One of the things we've always had on our Disney bucket list is the water car, the amphicar, like amphibian. There's our Latin lesson of the
Amphibian. Speakeasy.
amphitheater.
Speakeasy. It's amphitheater, isn't it? It's not amphitheater. It's not a water
What's
theater.
another
Amphibian.
amphibian?
That's it.
No,
What does
there's
amphi
more
mean?
derivatives of that. Anyways,
I don't know, Harry Potter. You tell me, you're the one that does Latin.
I'm sure amphi means something with water. I need to ask my kids.
Oh, I thought you had a point.
Anyways, the
Silly me.
amphicar.
Okay.
Amphicar
An
is
amphibious car.
a convertible.
I'm looking it up.
What do you call that? Like
Car. Water car.
no, like an old-fashioned convertible that floats out on the water. So it's a boat, but it's a car that you sit in, just your family and a driver, and you go out on the water because there is like a big lake around Disney Springs. What do you got?
Amphi means both or around. So it doesn't have anything to do with the water. So it's an amphicar because it's a car and a boat.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm telling you, I looked it up.
It has to be a connection.
An amphitheater, it means around.
Yeah, around.
It means both or around. So it's a theater around.
Okay.
So
an amphibian.
is both because it's water and land.
Oh.
So water and land.
Oh,
Nothing to do with water.
I
in a
like
sense.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's both. So the car, because the car starts on the ground. You get on it,
As they do.
and you go down a ramp into the water, and you look like you're going to go like underwater, but then it floats, hopefully. So, tip of the day.
Oh.
Tip of the day. If you have a dining reservation at the Boathouse Restaurant, which is a really nice seafood place there at Disney Springs, if you have a receipt and your bill is over $50, okay?
So if you got water and appetizers?
No. Kind of. But, if your family goes there to eat, you're going to spend over $50. If you take that, you can get a $25 off to do the Amphicar. So you got to eat, right? So then that's $25 toward going on the Amphicar.
Yeah.
I think it's around $100.
Oh dear, I did not realize the Amphicar was quite.
I think so. And it's super fun.
Where did they take you to?
Around that lake.
Oh.
I don't think there's any destination. I think you go around, and I think it plays music and stuff, and you see different parts of Disney Springs, and then it takes you back up the ramp.
Because also it takes you around.
Maybe.
It's double amphi.
Amphi. That's our word of the day.
Ample amphis.
So that's fun. The hot air balloon.
With a cord, you don't go away.
The cord. That's always fun. You get a great view of Disney with that.
It does. That looks neat. I don't like heights so much, but it's neat because a hot air balloon does not intrigue me at all.
No.
The ground's fine.
The ground is fine.
But the balloon is just there, and then it like.
And you're connected. You're not
anchored,
going to go away. Yeah.
I guess they pull you back down. A real strong guy. I don't know how it works.
Incredible Hulk.
I was Gaston. Well, I guess Incredible Hulk could
Gaston.
come because he's a Disney guy too.
Yes.
Who's not a Disney guy? So
I don't
yeah,
know.
that would be great to get a guy in a Hulk costume. For
They
you.
do. They still have the carousel. They have water sprinklers you can run through. At Christmas, they have the tour of the Christmas trees. So they have all these Christmas trees lined up where you can walk around and look at those.
Now, one of my guilty pleasures, and it's weird to say as a man, but a lot of these things are that I talk about here. I love the Christmas store. It's
that's there too.
There's nothing like a 90-degree day, and you just go in and you're like, oh, it smells like
My grandma's
pine.
house.
It smells like
It really does.
Okay. It smells like your grandma's house. So, well, your grandma, you just got me thrown off because anyway, it's Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations, and it's magical. And I got to think that if you work there, you would hate Christmas so much because that's what you do every day. But because I always tell my kids it's seasonal, Christmas is Thanksgiving after.
You can't
we don't
keep
do
it up
Christmas
all year.
music all year as much as, I love Christmas music.
No.
Cereal season, October through December. You just get tired of cereal. And
Why do you eat cereal in October?
well, because that's when the good cereals start coming out in the fall.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you've not heard me talk about cereal season?
No.
Hey, here's a tip of the day, people. Look, cereal. Let's stop pretending cereal's a good breakfast for you. It's not. It's just
It's just
sugar
sugar.
and dyed corn. It's not. It's not healthy. When they show part of a healthy breakfast, it's like you also have to have
A banana
vitamin and 3 pieces of bread with a whole stick of butter and orange juice and a glass of milk. And you're like, what is this breakfast that people are eating? But it's part of that nutritious breakfast if you can trick your body. It's like eating a bunch of cereal and then trying to eat a banana, so maybe your body didn't notice the fruit or didn't notice the cereal. It's like, oh, there's a banana. It must have all been fruit. But cereal really starts getting good in the fall because they start putting out the seasonal. You get your Christmas Crunch, which is my favorite. I like themes.
You do like
take
themes. I do too.
Captain Crunch, and it's the same exact Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries, and it's Christmas themed. And you're
So are they
like
holly berries?
they're just red and green Captain Crunch balls. It's the same exact cereal, but they call it Christmas Crunch, and it tastes better. Like right now they have America Crunch or something. It's 4th of July based, red, white, and blue ones. I don't know about the blue dye in the food.
Get you some red dye.
The red dye's in the regular berries. I feel like the blue is the one that causes the issues. But back to
I don't
Christmas.
even know.
Hey,
the
it's
Christmas
fun.
store.
Christmas store is one of my favorites just because it's so, I would say, absurd. It's more of like, this is a place only on vacation where you're like, I'm sweaty and sunburned and I'm at a Christmas spot.
It is kind of fun.
And I love Christmas, so.
There's the Goofy's candy store.
Oh, hey, Goofy's Candy Store. And not just candy, they've got like pastries and stuff.
Rice Krispie treats and stuff like that.
There's a video of Addie, and she's 4, and she's like hugging the case.
Aww.
In her little face, she's like looking in
The big Hershey Kiss, is that
the
what it
case
is?
of
The
like,
case.
of like
Oh.
cupcakes and apples and all that. So she's like just going crazy looking inside, and I'm like, oh, that's
I
so
want
sweet.
it all, Daddy.
Yep. And I said, you shut your mouth and you go to bed. You get nothing. I'm saying that, but it's an overload for a child. It's a lot.
Another tip too is if you do.
Like,
Tip of the day. It sounds like they said tip of the day.
they do. It's a zippity doo dah tip of the day. Okay, here we go. It's tip for today. I'm sorry. Tip for today.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know why I was singing that song?
No, I just thought it was fun.
It's the zippity doo dah tip for today. That's what.
Wow. Is that in the real song? Or what'd you do? How'd you find that? Okay, moving
we'll
on.
talk about it.
So I,
It has been playing for 10 episodes, not just with the speaker. Why did you think I was playing that?
I just thought it was fun.
Oh, what?
So I could shake my shoulders.
That's fun. Okay.
So if you're
Oh my goodness. I am blown away.
if you do go shopping and you're staying on property, you can have them send the stuff back to your room.
Nice. Your Thomas Kincaid.
But don't do it the night before you leave. They need a couple days to get it there. So you can, your Thomas Kincaid, your Kate Spade purse, your big dress, all that stuff, you can have them send it back to your room.
Crystal.
Your Swarovski. Swarovski.
Mr. Volsky. I don't know who that person is, but it's about as good as my Agent Paul for novel.
Yes, that was bad. So you can, you don't have to lug it around. You can send it back.
Yeah, that's stuff you don't want to lug. It's not like a lot of breakable things, but there are it's nice shops. There's also there's like your Disney stuff, but then there's
sunglass store. There's a flip flop store.
Man, there's the
all
and
kinds
they
of
have
stuff.
they also have the NBA
Watches.
experience. I know it's something
the
that
NBA
intrigues
experience.
you probably. Well, you're a basketball coach.
I am
You didn't
basketball
know?
coach.
Look at her. You see that? You see that for him? You got to make the noise too.
So they do have the NBA experience that you have to pay for. They also have the.
I think you just okay. Well, first of all, I am on pins and needles to find out what she is getting ready to describe. But I would like to say a word about the NBA experience because it sounds like the most fun. I've seen people do it online, and it. As when I was there when I was little, the ESPN sports complex they've got there now was not what it is now. Like now it's where they have like tournaments and things, but it used to just be like a sporting thing because Disney had just bought ESPN, and it was just like when I was 10 or whatever, like sports. We talked about it before, like All-Star Sports, like going down there, and it was like this is amazing. And the NBA experience, I think, it's probably cool for adults too. But as a kid, if you're really into basketball, like it is the most like it would blow my mind to be, that age and get to go do all the stuff and see all the stuff that's in there. And it would be worth whatever the admission is on your non-park day. I mean, it's...
Well, and you can also purchase, when you purchase your park tickets, you can include that.
Oh.
That's an option to include that, the NBA experience or the Worldwide of Sports.
Wide World of Sports is two different things.
Okay, so you can do Wide World of Sports.
I didn't know that was a thing you could still do. I thought it was just for grounds for games and things.
I think a lot of people go in there to, if there's a big game going on, they can go in there and watch it. But it is where, dance competitions go in there and stuff like that. So I did book, some dance competitors in April, and they needed tickets to get into the ESPN Worldwide of Sports for the competition. So
it's Wide World of Sports. You're saying Worldwide of Sports, but it's fine.
What am I saying?
Worldwide.
What is
Wide
it?
World.
Wow. Worldwide.
Yeah, but this is a wide world. It's different. Now, so let's rewind it back. So we were just getting ready to go here. What is this?
There's a...
oh boy.
What's it called?
I don't know, but I'm so excited. What could it be? It could be anything, people. It could be anything. It could be Jungle Cruise. It could be... it could be a siren.
That was a kid.
Boy.
Like a simulator.
Of what?
What are the things?
Raccoon.
It's just like charades. The thing you wear.
You're talking about a virtual reality.
Yes, thank you. There's a virtual reality thing there.
VR.
You know what it reminds me of is the kid on Carousel of Progress when he's doing the.
The grandma's got it. She's like, yeah.
50 points.
Oh man. Sorry, Grandma, I got my rollerblades on. I can't play right now.
So anyways.
I'm ready to get a bowl haircut.
I am one of those.
You get a bowl haircut?
No.
Okay. Simulator. That's so funny. I just love it so much. What game is she? Who knows? I don't know. She's rubbing a big person's head in virtual. You're giving Rick and Ralph a massage.
Hurts. You're making me laugh too much.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
You are the Disney, not expert, but enthusiast, and I'm just her friend. So what else is going on at the Disney Springs? They have a big movie theater when it opens up again?
Yes, and bowling. Bowling is fun.
Bowling is fun. That's what the name of the place is called. Bowling is fun.
Where you...
What do you have on? Okay. Swimsuit. All right. I was like, what? She put on a fancy dress. All right. I apologize.
Oh, my daughter.
There's always so much going on.
Just walked her with bathing suits on. What is the name of that restaurant?
Well, there's only 62.
The restaurant with the bowling alley.
It's called the...
Somebody listening to this is going to be like, "You're an idiot." It's
I was
this.
trying to come up with something clever.
When it's time to think of details, they slip me sometimes.
It was called the...
Strike.
I was trying to.
You took away my phone. I can't Google it. He took away my phone.
I was trying to come up with a bowling-based pun for food. But
anyways, so there's a restaurant with a bowling alley. Yeah, they did have the movie theater where you could eat like a meal while watching a movie.
What? Sunscreen. You can say
in that
louder.
black and white
if
bag
she
over
has
there.
to speak to you, you can talk louder because otherwise she just seems like a crazy person that's yelling out. So.
Huh? What's that? All right. So you had some other ideas.
Well, that was the last episode.
No, other things to do.
Yes, not at Disney Springs. Anyway,
yeah.
I love Disney Springs. Just a aside. Like that was, I had to go, when I wasn't going to Disney, we were just down there and, there's a lot of stuff to do in Orlando. And Disney Springs is it's fun. You could spend a whole day there. Like it's literally it's just a good time. But they have Fantasia Gardens mini golf, which is something that we always say we're going to do, but we don't take the day off usually, like when we're there, and we're always like, that was going to be fun, but we didn't do it because we've just been going since 7 every morning until somebody passes out.
You need a pool day.
Yeah, we need a pool day. So maybe a pool day and a putt-putt next time, but it's Fantasia and Disney-themed mini golf, which, my kids love mini golf, and they're not, you don't have to be good at golf. It's just a fun putt-putt experience, but you say...
Julia used to call it butt-butt.
All right. Now, I brought this up and your eyes lit up. You could just go on a tour of the hotels.
That, I have to say, I don't know if it's just because we are Disney enthusiasts, but we love doing that. Our family loves doing that. Even Austin likes doing it. Just going...
Even Austin. Sticking in the Austin.
Getting on a monorail or the boat or...
This is 2 different things. Monorail, boat, Skyliner. Never mind. Please go ahead. Another thing on my list
using any of those to go around and tour different resorts is a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Tour their gift shops. They all sell different kinds of items. See what food they have. Their bar lounges are all different. You can walk around those. Yeah.
When you're at like the budget ones, what do they call the value hotels? You go to the nice ones and go, ooh, look at that.
I'm going to stay there next time.
And if you're at the real nice ones, you go to the budget ones and go, oh, look at that mummy. Look how the commoners are in the pool. They don't even have horses, mummy. Can we DoorDash something? I hear Mickey Mouse will bring me some White Castle.
Yes, that's how you speak when you stay at a
deluxe
resort.
Well, only when you go down. Yeah, well, that's part of it. When you come in, they're like,
give us something.
Yeah, you give us your best hoity-toity voice. I don't know.
Well, like we said in the resort episode, they all have their own smells, so that's always fun to walk around and get the smell of the resort.
It smells like commoners, Mommy. Can we please go back? And then you can get your little spray, your Polynesian spray. It's okay, honey.
It's better.
We can go through here. Just sniff Mommy's purse, honey. It's fine. So,
dear Lord.
Yeah. So anyway, that's real fun to do. And along those lines, I was going to say the transportation itself. You can go on a boat ride. It's free. They take you around. You go on the Skyliners, and when they're not wrecking into each other every couple months, which seems like a thing.
They're totally safe.
Well, no one's died yet.
No one has died.
I said yet. No, I think it's.
A friend of mine actually was on one the other day that got. No.
Well, you just buried the lead there.
That she got on one that was paused, I guess.
Oh.
And there's like an emergency kit in it, and there's like
the rope ladder.
There's like a vomit bag in case you get sick.
No.
But there's also some kind of treat. I think there was like a cookie or something,
Xanax.
and then
that's what I would need if it's
like a couple bottles of water. So that was kind of neat. She was sending us pictures like, in case you want to know, here's what's in the emergency pack on the Skyliner.
Okay. Well, so we just spoke about being on a balloon not making me happy with heights. I feel like the Skyliner.
It's different.
I want to do it.
I don't like heights, and I was fine.
Well, I was fine until it was like, this one stopped. And I'm like, it stopped. It can stop.
Did you ride it?
No, I haven't been since it opened up.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So
No.
I don't know.
It just,
How are you on the monorail?
the monorail's fine. It's like the bus of tomorrow.
See, the monorail scares me more than the Skyliner, because I'm like, what if this like just crashes? Or
It's funny because
falls
that's
off
part
the
of
track?
that song, that monorail song, that goes on later on. Another side note, on Disney Plus, you can watch all the episodes of The Simpsons because Disney owns Fox. So they have every season of The Simpsons from the start.
Okay.
Early on, and I don't know, I haven't seen it in years, but they were very anti-Disney. And there was a lot of Simpsons episodes where the people are just like, they're just giving it to them. So it's very strange that it's part of, like, ha-ha, we
gotcha.
But those episodes are still up there. But the monorail episode especially is a classic.
Oh, funny.
But that's what happened. It got crazy and it got out of control. And, a lot happened. But no, I think the monorail is safe because the monorail, I mean, they've bumped into each other, but it's been around for 40, 50 years.
We love the monorail. So I think any of those
one's taking a shot at the monorail. I'm just telling you, it's not scary.
Railey loves the monorail. I'm not letting that go.
No, you shouldn't.
I like it.
It was the emphasis. I like the monorail. I love the monorail. I think it's neat, and I do understand why it did not catch on nationally as a mode of public transportation because it seems so expensive to put something like that in a major city. But it is super neat, and I've never felt in danger. The Skyliner, I mean, that's just King Kong 101, anything like that.
Try it.
Something comes up and grabs it and shakes it, and then you're just gone.
So a fun thing to do when you go around the resorts is to find hidden Mickeys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've done that. We had like a hidden Mickey book that told you where they were in all the resorts. I know. Well, kind of. You still, like, it tells you like the room it's in. You still have to find it and stuff. So that's something you could do at all the resorts. We
should have said this on the last episode. We talked about things to do to have a Disney summer. We would do that in real life. Hidden Mickey.
Oh, yeah.
Something silly. I'll bring it in. It's something funny in my car, but it's when you know that there's too much Disney in your life, and you'll see it when you come in, and it's absurd.
Yay!
And it probably won't make the podcast, but it's absurd. But yeah, that's anything like that. And I feel like it's silly, almost as adults, to talk about stuff like that. But I think kids, if you're like, when you're a child. A fancy hotel like that is just as good as, I mean, it's not Disney World, like it's not like a park, but
yeah, it's not like you're going to go there and spend the whole day.
Like, look at this amazing, everything is just amazing at a certain age, even in, when you have your phones and your tablets and stuff, being in places like that is super cool. So we also had, this is from the tour, or from the hotels, the boardwalk. We talked about it a little bit before. There is a hotel there.
There's a
but
couple.
The boardwalk, I love it. I think it's just neat. And I mean, that's the kind of, it's one of those things that you see in a movie and you're like, oh, the boardwalk, and people just live there and it's fancy and
they
fun.
walk around music.
But it's one of those things that doesn't exist in real life and maybe never did in that kind of magical way. But you're just there and you're strolling and you're there's little shops there and restaurants and stuff, and it's super fun too. I introduced Jenna. That's her man.
Hi, Paul. You okay?
Listen, those waffles are really...
You had a waffle in the last episode.
So the Disney Wilderness Preserve, I don't have much information on it, but feel free to look it up. But there is some land south of Orlando that Disney owns. It's like 30 minutes south, I believe, of it. And it's something that Disney owns, and it's like a nature preserve that's free to go to. So like here, locally, we have... It's called Bernheim Forest. And you can go and there's just trees and animals and just nature junk. But it's cool. It's just a fun place to go. You go for a walk. You go explore. And they have stuff like that there in Florida. That's Florida's natural habitat, I guess, preserved, because when Disney World was eating my beignet. It's so stupid. So when Disney World was first put together, it was all swampland, and that's when they were like, "You can't do anything here," and he was like, "I can," and he did. But there's still some of that like swamp down there, as my grandmother would say, swamp. Swamp with an R, swamp.
After she washes her clothes in the water.
Man. Listen, my dad says wash and water, and
I've got it too.
It's so bad that I say water that I say, I need 50 cents. Can I have 2 quarters? And they're like, what's a quarter? It's me trying not to say water, and I can't say quarter the right way now because water comes like quarter. So anyway, it's
Kentucky.
It's cool land that you could see what Florida, I guess, what would normally be there, but it's free, and you go. There's like a 2.5 mile trail to walk and hike and do just fun stuff if you're spending the day.
That's pretty fun. Yeah.
That's pretty fun. Thanks. Thanks. Glad this was towards the end of the episode. So
I like that. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So, and like I said, it's free. And if you're having a day, if you like to hike, I mean, I'm sure there's enthusiasts that like to go do stuff or go for a run.
If you haven't had enough walking in your week.
I'm saying, you're hiking in Disney, which is different than hiking in like a hiking area. And then on a personal note, If you go down there, I'm not sure how far. It's just a few miles east of Disney World, I believe, is the Cocoa Berry Pops. It is a gourmet popsicle stand. And it used to be within walking distance of my house, and those people sold it and moved to Florida.
Really?
And we have 20 free gift cards that were bought for my daughter for her birthday that we cannot redeem. So if anybody wants to go down there and tell them we would like our money back from those coupons.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Because we're in Louisville, Kentucky, and gourmet popsicles are delicious, and they are sellable about 8 months out of the year, maybe 9 if you're pushing it.
I don't know. I think Steel City does pretty good.
Well, what else do they have there? Anything else? What do they do in the winter?
And they still have popsicles.
Oh, people are stupid. We buy popsicle in the winter. $5 popsicle in the winter. It's just out of control. Is Steel City Pop still open?
Oh yeah.
Well, we were off on another
There's
tangent.
several. There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Well, this one was great, and we could walk down there, and it was like a mile from our house.
That's nice.
And it was just this neat little place, and my daughter loved it so much that for her birthday they went down and got her like a packet of, free, because it was like, well, not coupons, but it was the free thing. And we have our punch card that you buy so many, you get one free.
Yes. Oh.
Then one day we went down there and we're like, hello. Hello.
We want something free.
Hello. Okay.
So they moved right outside of Disney?
Yeah. Where it's hot all year round. And
Well,
they
true.
sell popsicles.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm not going to be mad at that. It seems like a fine idea, but
Oh.
that building still says Cocoa Berry. You should drive by.
Really?
On Woodlawn, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, it was. It was great. It was a great time. So many pictures of little Lily in her stroller eating, stripping down her face, and Addie, and just walking down Southern Parkway, enjoying our popsicles that are no more.
I'm sorry, Paul. You seem really
Got
upset
real
about
upset.
this.
So you go down there and you tell those people. Paul from the Park Hopper Show said he wants his popsicles.
So I will say, on our pool days, we like to have a dining reservation that night at California Grill.
Boy, I thought you were talking about your house.
What?
I thought you were talking about at your house. Your pool days at your house.
Oh!
I was like, what are we doing now? What are we talking about? I
Okay,
forgot. I'm
so when we have a pool resort day on our
Focus
trip,
back on work.
get back in.
We're in a podcast,
No
right?
more waffles for you.
sounds
So
like probably
when
a
we
good idea.
have a pool resort day, we like to have a dining reservation at California Grill that night.
Mm-hmm.
And when they had the fireworks, and hopefully those will return soon, it's a great way to still get to see the park, get to see it lit up, see the fireworks, but you didn't pay to go to the park that day.
Yeah, haha, it's like free fireworks.
With your $200 dinner.
Wow,
No, not really.
I gotta throw that out there.
No.
That's gracious.
Not when you just do appetizers.
Okay.
Tip of the day.
Man, tip of the day. This is it. Oh, okay. Now, also,
Fun things to do.
if you wanted to, also down the road, or if you're staying at the other parks, the Universal City Walk has something. It's not downtown Disney. Disney Springs is what I mean. But it's got a lot
It's
of
pretty good.
similar stuff. I mean, it's more compact, but it is just as lively, just as hopping. Not as much high-end shopping. There's some stores there, but it's not
Just
like
a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a live music,
restaurants still.
restaurants,
gift shops and
the Voodoo Donuts,
Yeah.
and
like the Voodoo.
and it is kind of fun walking around there because you can see the roller coasters going
Mm-hmm.
around and stuff. So you do get a little piece of the park. But yeah, that's definitely something to do at Universal. When we went to Universal, we had a pool day too.
Yeah.
And we hung out at the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the morning we went to City Walk and got on the resort boat.
Ooh.
And went to all the different resorts. So we got a boat ride. We went and saw the resorts. And then we came back and swam, had lunch, and then went out to City Walk for dinner that night. And they have putt-putt there too.
Hey, there you go. So it's, they took the good parts of the thing. Like we can shove this all in here, and they did. They did a good job of it. Like I said, when
They have really good
I was
restaurants.
really overwhelmed by Disney Springs the last time I went because there's different entrances, and we went into the entrance that I was just like, what has happened
Where
to
am
this
I?
place? This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how big it's gotten. Like we used to go and it was just nightclubs on one end of it. It was Pleasure Island, like from Pinocchio, and then it
a little scary.
was.
That's a little scary.
We were just smoking and turning into donkeys. We went crazy. It was wild. Playing pool. You know how all the bad kids are with their pool and cigars. But when you go to the big thing was Planet Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
Planet Hollywood's
I
still
forgot
there?
about that. And Hard
Fighting.
Rock Cafe.
Hard Rock Cafe's not there. It was at Universal.
Okay. Yes, you're right.
But Planet Hollywood
Hollywood
was neat, and
Yeah.
you go and get some chicken tenders that were breaded with Captain Crunch,
What?
and it was not good.
Oh, it wasn't?
No,
Sounds good.
as a kid, I was like,
I know.
yes, I want tendies with crushed up crunch berries on them, and I was like, this.
So I will say Disney Springs can get pretty busy at night.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of my families that have young kids, I recommend them not staying out real late because there's just a lot going on. It has a nightlife, and it's a lot of local people just coming in to hang out, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
May not be what you're looking for when you go to Disney.
Mischief.
But they do have live music going on and, you know, dancing and things like that. So I was thinking about that video of your girls dancing, Addie dancing at Disney Springs.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
My oldest, when she was, the last time we went as a family, they just had a random children's dance off.
Yeah.
Like, great, man. So we talked about D Park Radio, another one, but Radio Disney,
I think that's the one I used to listen to.
Hurt myself. Radio Disney is rough.
Yeah, maybe that's the one I used to listen to.
Because it's not just Disney music, but it's like, hey guys, it's Radio Disney. Oh, Bill Cosby. I don't know what the voice that was going out. It's, you know, that over the top kind of announcer. And we're going to talk about all these shows about Disney where the parents are stupid and the kids are so smart. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff. But they were playing music, and there was a dance off, and they had a guy leading a dance, and my daughter just took it so serious and got out there and she was learning the
really
moves. And then like 5 or 10 people will get like a prize or something for best dancing, and just craziness. But it's that kind of like fun thing that she'll remember. And she was like, yeah, we just went there and started dancing, and it's like, oh, this is perfect, you know.
And it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx, that's right. It was free. You just roll out there.
Free.
Man, but it's super fun. Like I said, it's different sections because there's the old section, there's like the shop section, but we like where the World of Disney is like the center of it. Like that is like the part where we go, and it's all just, I'd say it's more like the family area. Where like the shopping is, people who live in Florida just can go there and shop. It's like an outlet mall, but it's a nice outlet mall.
Right.
It's not like the Nike surplus. You're like, why is the left shoe a 9 and the right shoe's an 8? These don't make sense. Why don't the shoes match? Well, $12. Yeah, it's like, well, buy them anyway, and we'll just find the other pair, and then maybe there's a 9 and an 8 in here too, and we can switch them out. So it's not like that. It's like, oh, Gucci flip-flops, la-di-da. But anyway, it's super nice, and there's plenty of stuff to do when you're not going to the parks at Disney. If you're there, Orlando is a real. If you fly into Orlando, you miss it because it is real.
See, and that's what we usually fly. So there is a lot of stuff that we've missed.
I keep my language. It's a real show. So Orlando, some of the attractions, because so like if you look at Disneyland and how the reason Disney World is the way it is because Walt built it, and then like chintziness built up around it because they were so Disney World was like, we're making it bigger, but boy, that is chintzy on the outskirts. But they're like, you know what? The parks are here, and then there's this land. So you're in a different world. When you're here, you're away from the tourist trap area. But if you drive in, it's just like,
stay focused.
You're just got to get to that road, guys. Come on, kids. We're going to get to Disney World. No, we're not stopping at that. No, we're not doing that. I don't know what that woman's doing. Keep going. And then you pull in, and you're like, oh, it is magical because you're just like, oh, we're not in Orlando anymore, thank goodness. We're in Disney World.
We're in Disney.
Yeah, so it's like if you go to like a restaurant in a dicey part of town, and you're like, you're in the restaurant, you're fine. I just got to get back to my car. That's how it's like. We're in Disney World, and we got to get back out of Orlando into the rest of. I don't know.
I didn't realize that.
It's just so strange. It's an interesting place. I wouldn't want to live there for all the money in the world. I'd live at Disney World, but I would not live in Orlando. Yeah. It's very odd. So, anyway, take that, Orlando, in your face.
But they did get your popsicles.
Oh man, well, I hope you're all having a good time with our money that we paid ahead of for all those popsicles. Man, they had like chocolate fudge cake ones. They were, oh man, because you get the fruit ones, or you could get like cake. Oh man, they were just, that place was great. And like I said, it was walking distance on a hot day.
Sorry.
Man, me too. Man, I'm just.
Okay, fun things to do that aren't the parks. There goes that.
Yep. So anyway, go down there, have a fun time in the park, take a day off, and see what else is to offer on property, not in Sketchtown. It's on Disney adjacent properties. So anyway, also if you get a chance to drive in, I recommend it. It's fun. Just stay on the road. Just keep driving. Just keep driving. Like Nemo, you don't want to pull
Dory.
over. Well, it's from the movie Nemo. Okay. Finding Dory is an abomination.
Don't go there again. Don't go back to Finding Finding Dory.
I will never go back to Finding Dory because the movie was trash. All right. And remember, if you want to book one of these fantastic vacations, just call her. Don't get a video chat with her because that's what you get. Don't meet up for her for coffee or anything. Just give her a shout. And go to the description in the description because I meant to say link in the description.
Go to the link in the description.
And, yep, that's all we got. So tell your friends about the Park Hopper Show. And also, hey, I forgot to say in this one, we are also now part of the Pod Disney Network.
Yay!
If you made it to the end of this one, God bless you. And we will be back with another episode next week. All right.
Peace out.